Hello, OC Habitats family. Welcome back to our newest edition of our volunteer spotlight interviews. Today, I am joined by Keeley.
Oh, hi, I'm Keeley. I have been with OC Habitats for about a year now. And yeah, I help out when I'm not in school.
Awesome. So we'll go straight into the questions now. How did you hear of OC Habitats and what brought you to this organization?
Yeah, so I was looking for places to help out with, especially because last summer, with COVID-19, I wasn't really sure like what opportunities were around while I was off from school. So I looked it up online and I was looking for something environmentally focused and I liked what they had to offer.
Oh, that's super cool. So next question, what is the project that you're currently working on right now?
Let's see. I've been doing a lot of the beach monitoring. I primarily do the beaches in Southern Orange County. So, yeah, they need a lot more helpers in that area. So, and I happen to live there, so that's nice for me. Um, and yeah, I just survey the beaches and I look at the habitats and I try and count how many species are present. And I also monitor like how the habitat's being used, like what the people are doing on the beach. And yeah, so it usually takes about like an hour or two and I'll go in the mornings.
Oh, that sounds pretty nice if you go in the mornings too.
Mhm.
Do you have like a species that you find that you're like, oh, I really like seeing this one?
Yeah, I like, the human's goal. It's kinda cool, like, I never noticed the difference between the goals before, but this one, like, is very different from the rest. It's, like, super orange beak, and it
Oh,
has, like, a really dark body, unlike the, like, western, which is, like, usually white, with some gray, but it's really pretty.
oh, that's super fun. Plus, I
Mhm.
feel like even when you're doing this, you could take your friends like or family because of COVID and just be like, hey, I know these facts about these
Yeah.
people.
It's fun.
So aside from volunteering, how do you engage in environmental activism?
Um, so basically I'll do stuff, like I said, back at school. I've been helping out with our school thrift shop, which is really fun. It really works for me too because I focus on business for my major, so I'm trying to apply sustainable practices to what I'm doing so I can like translate that in the future when I'm looking for jobs. And also it's a great way to like help the like community, the school community. It gets people talking and it's something fun to do. So,
Oh, that's great that you're super involved with that. I mean, with everything going on, such as like COVID-19, how do you keep yourself going? Like, what drives you to do what you're doing for our habitat?
yeah, I am just very motivated, especially by like people my age. A lot of students are very interested in the climate movement and just their passion and like the science and statistics behind it. I completely agree that it's very important to like work harder now because in the future, the climate is more in a state where it might change a lot. Like the tides might rise, some species are more at risk. And so I want to preserve our biodiversity today so that we're able to like still it'll be around in the future because you can't bring back something once it's gone.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that happen throughout the years. So it's great that you're doing the work that you're doing, like even when you're at school and then when you come back here, like that's pretty awesome.
Thanks.
So, so, what have you learned throughout your volunteering period here?
Let's see. I've learned a lot about how many species really like live on our beaches of birds. I hadn't really noticed birds honestly whenever I went to the beaches. And now I'm like, okay, so we do share the beach with them and there's a lot of them. They just don't like to be around a lot of humans. So it makes me more conscious of like where I'm standing and where other people are standing because they prefer to come out when there's less people. So I just kind of am, like, more aware of my surroundings, and I kind of appreciate, um, the birds more too because I can, like, tell the difference between them, and it's, like, kinda nice to know.
Would you do you have any tips for anyone that wants to get into like monitoring or more of like habitat work like you are doing?
Mhm. Yeah, so basically what I would do is kind of just first of all, just do a search. That's what I did. That's how I found OC habitats. Like, you can search online, you can ask other people, but basically, I would just be willing to get involved somewhere and be willing to, like, put your voice out there. Like, I immediately applied and I heard back right away, and it was really like, it was successful for me, and I'm still here, so I think, just, like, giving places a chance and looking for them is the most important thing.
Well, thank you, Keeley, so much for being here and for sharing all of that with us, especially your tips and your experience with OC habitats and environmental activism. I hope this inspires other people too, especially young people like our age, to get out there and to do work for our environments. Um, and yeah, do you have any last words, Keeley?
Um, I think you should help out with OC habitats. It's really fun, so
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to tune in next time for our next Spotlight volunteer interview. Bye, everyone.